Okay, just want to make sure you guys can all see. Let's get some people in here. Just getting set up. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. There we go. So let me get you guys on my laptop so I can see the comments. Okay. All right. So how is everybody doing today? Okay. There. I think we're all set up. So I am Tammy, and this is Snowstorm Crafts, and welcome. So what I've been working on with you guys is this fun, junky, grungy Grammy doll series, and I'm showing you guys how I make all my dolls from start to finish. And this will be the last video for this series, and I think this is like the 6th video. I'm pretty sure it is. And I'm just showing you guys from start to finish on how I make these little gals. And if you're interested in following along and making these little girls, I have the patterns down below. For my Etsy shop, you guys can click on it and go get the pattern, and it's a digital download. It's all hand drawn by me. No like actual written instructions for it. It's just the pattern and everything that, you know, like the apron and the pattern, and shows everything. But it's all virtual is what it is. So I have tons of videos. Like when you go to the my Etsy shop and get the pattern, down in the description is the link that you just copy and paste, and it takes you right to the video, and it's got a whole playlist and showing you guys how I make these dolls step by step. So that's just the way I'm better at learning, is like more visual. I'm a more visual learner, so I like teaching it that way too. And I do show you guys step by step how to do it. And then now I have these live videos where I'm showing you guys how I make the Junky Grungy Grammys. So that's what we're working on today, and I'll get more into that in a minute. But these girls are in my Etsy shop. They're for sale, and I have the links down below for them. I also just have the Etsy link down there. If you guys come favor my shop, that helps me out so much. It gets my Etsy out there more for other people to come enjoy making their own little dolls or purchasing some dolls that I've made. And I really appreciate you guys' support. I really do. Okay, so let's set them up over here. And I want to do a little show and tell with you guys. Some stuff I've worked on. Okay, there we go. There, I got my little doll audience watching. Um, so I want to show you guys, I showed you guys this in the other videos, but I'm going to re-show just in case people haven't seen them. These are my Pip dolls. And it's PIP, like Pippi Longstocking, because it's so fun. I did wire in their hair, and you can adjust it. So you can have their hair however you want. Like that. But it's kind of fun. You can go up and down. So I just have some wire in there. So there's her. And her. And I love their little goggles up top. I got the little goggles, and then you can just take it and move their hair however you want. So, and these are in my shop for sale. So I got those for sale in my shop. And I got more of my Pip dolls here. These are just fun to make. She's got her crazy hair going here. Yeah, I did, so she's got the hair that you can adjust like that. And I did a little wooden eyeball with a little X in the middle, and then put a little flower on it. Just a little trinket. And then a spider. I thought that was fitting for the season right now. So we got that, and then we got this little Pip doll. So these are my Pip dolls, and you can adjust their hair. And they got little fun little trinkets and stuff. So today is my favorite day of the whole year because it's my birthday. So my birthday is 3 days before Halloween. Love it. Always have loved it. Always celebrating when I was a kid and stuff, and being a witch every year, and had a birthday party and a Halloween party at the same time. So it was pretty fun. But yeah, so it's my birthday today. So I figured why not celebrate with you guys? And we can sew some fun dolls. Some creepy dolls, you know? Uh, I love the creepy dolls. I think it's so much fun. Okay, so these are my pips. Those are my pip dolls. Okay. I got all those done. And I was just kind of showing you guys as people come in. I just want to get some more people coming in. And I'd love to hear where you guys are watching from. I really love hearing from you guys. See where you're watching from. And yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to celebrate my birthday with you guys today and get some dolls made here. I was just scrolling just to see if anybody's popping on. Okay, so we got a couple people watching now. We are working on her. This is who we've been working on. And we're getting her pretty much done today. So that's the fun part. We got her this far. And we started from just the pattern. So I got that playlist. I told you guys that. Yeah, I have that playlist down below. And things that I've mentioned, I'm going to mention in the videos. I have my Amazon links down there. And if I don't have it down there, anything you guys are interested in that I showed you throughout the whole playlist or anything like that, just comment down below and I will try to find it on Amazon. But some things, like today when I do the journal, the mini journal with you guys, some things is like discontinued because I've went on there before to look at some of the like ephemera pages and stuff that I'm going to do in the journals, and I just can't find them anymore. So they just got like discontinued, but you can use any kind of scrap paper, any pretty papers you have, anything like that will definitely work. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to start with my little apron. So we got the apron made here. And I'm just going to go ahead and get it attached on. So we got a pocket. And I'm pretty sure I have these down below. I will double check on that one, but geez, I usually try to look and see before, but these are fun. I've had these forever and they last forever. It's just the little bulb pins. Like, let's see, what color do we want? Let's do red. See, they're just little bulb pins. I got that. And then it comes with like mini safety pins, but I've used most of the little teeny tiny ones. So I've been going to like the bigger, a little bit bigger, but they're not that big. I mean, so we got that and that. Okay, I'm gonna move that just in case it's got a glare. Okay, and let's go ahead and see what we can find. Oh, I might like the owl's fun. So it's fun to find a little trinket. Oh, hello. How are you doing today? I'm glad you could join. And come. Oh, that got stuck. It's stuck on the key. That's funny. Oh, there, I got it. It opened. It unlocked the key. Yeah, I'm glad you could join us and finish up your doll here, because this is just so much fun. I've been having a good time with you guys doing this. So I'm just looking for a fun little trinket to add. So we got bumblebee. I like the owl. So we got an owl. We got a bumblebee. I love elephants. I think elephants are cool. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's a fox. That's kind of cool, huh? Just a fun fox. I'm pretty sure I have these down below too. It's just a bunch of trinkets. I think I do have a link for that. But like I said, if you guys see something that I don't have, just write it in the comments and I will definitely get that in my Amazon links for you guys. Because it just makes it easier for you guys to click on it and find it, you know. Oh, we got a cool tree. That's kind of fun. Okay, so I'm putting up here the ones I like. So just feel free to write on the, oh yeah, hi Karen. Yeah, that's right. You've been following along. That's so fun. I think it's so fun that you're coming and joining. Um, and you're from England, right? Am I right? Am I right? I think I'm right on that. So it's like late there for you, for sure. Um, but yeah, if you guys see anything that I'm putting up here that you might like to put on her little apron to hold it up, let me know. So I got the owl, I got a bumblebee, an elephant, a fox, and a tree. So let's see. That is the cat. It's kind of a fun cat. I don't know. It's kind of a weird shape. Okay. Definitely the owl. That's what I was thinking. I really love the owls. I love owls. I think they're cool. Okay, so we'll go with the owl. I like that. Good choice, Karen. I like that. It's a good choice. Okay. So let's do that. And then I like to keep the ones that I found to use for later and put it over my little stash here. My little stash. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll look really nice. Oh, because there's an owl right there. Kinda. We got part of it, a little owl. And then there's a little owl face. So yeah, that's a good choice. Okay, so what I do, let's just open it. Pop it on. And then I just line it up where I want it. And then I just poke it through just like that. And that's not going nowhere. There. So that's cute. So you can either take another safety pin for the other side, or you could take just a cute little button and just sew it on. Just sew it. And then it's not coming off. So you can either do that. Okay. So I decided since it's my birthday and stuff, I decided that I'm going to start going backwards in my age. Because I can do whatever I want. I'm just going to go backwards. I don't want to go forward anymore. Let's go backwards. Right? Anybody agree with that? I think it's pretty smart. And then I'll just be young. Young at heart. Okay, so we got all that on for her. Mm-hmm. Yes, I actually do have a lot. Yes, I do have a lot of dolls for sure. Um, and I could show you guys a really cool doll. My mom, I know she's watching. She said she was getting on in a minute, but she makes really cool dolls. And I want to show you. Hold on, just because you brought that up, I'm going to show you one of the dolls she's made for me years ago, and she is way cooler than me. She's way cooler than me making stuff. Let me get all the dust stuff off of it. But like I said, 3 days before Halloween is my birthday, and I was a witch every year and loved it. So I love witches, and she made this for me, and she is amazing. Let me hold on. Thank you for saying happy birthday. I really appreciate it. Here, I'll show you. Okay, so there's the top of her. But she is the coolest thing ever. She made like a little stool for her to sit on. We'll start with the stool. It's just a fun little like toadstool. So she sits up on that. Okay. And then, she's just so cool. And then that's her face. She painted all that on. And even gave her a little hairy mole. I think it's so funny. But yes, this is my mom's work. And I think she's just so talented. And then she did a little kitty. So that's kind of fun. And this is the kitty that kind of gave me the idea for my kitty for my Coraline. Have I showed you guys my Coraline? I could just show you guys dolls all day, what I can do. But we got that, and then I think her boobs are funny. I mean, look at that. Oh, look at her. That's the best part. I think it's funny. And then her little scarf. And then her dress is just beautiful. And she's got a little spider hanging off her hat. Just so fun. I mean, and she's got just a little pantaloon things and her little legs. Just so cool. And her boots. Just so much fun. I mean, just so much fun. Just, yeah, way out of my league. Like, this is just so cool. And then she even did cool little rings, a pumpkin ring and some spider rings on her hand. So yeah, this is my witch, and I love her. I keep her up all year round because I love Halloween, and I like watching her, looking at her. But I'm going to show you guys the kitty at my Coraline, and that's where I got the concept, and I drew up the pattern. Just made up my own pattern. She's right here. She's actually for sale in my shop. But yes, I do keep dolls. I do have pretty much dolls that nobody's really bought. And I'm like, well, I like them anyway, so I keep them. And then, you know, I'll put them back in my shop. But yes, I have lots of dolls, tons of dolls. See, this is my little kind of design that I did. I do have a Coraline pattern. I think I call her blue-haired girl or something like that. But I got the pattern in my shop, and I don't know if I have that link down below, but I do have my Etsy shop link. You can just click on the link for the Etsy shop. And, yeah, you could just, amazing, and that's, yeah, her name. I don't know, I don't have a name. I don't know, I don't have a name for the witch doll. I should. You think I would? I think I would. But yeah, so that's where I got the idea of the kitties when I did that. And I'm like, oh, I could just draw out my own pattern and just kind of make up my own stuff. So, but yeah, this is my fun little Coraline doll that I did. And I made up the whole pattern for her. So I definitely have that. And she is for sale in my shop. Okay. I can get sidetracked here just showing you guys dolls all day. But let's go ahead and do a journal. Because that's pretty much what we're doing, is just making a journal. And then that just goes into the pocket, and then we're pretty much done with her. And then I have some fun ideas for my next lives for you guys. Some other fun things that we can make. Okay. So what I got here, I'll show you guys what I got. Okay, so I'll start off with, this is my poly, it's pretty much like a poly wax thread. And I keep it in my bag. You want it in like a Ziploc bag or some tight sealed container, because this stuff can dry out and get really brittle. But this is great for journaling and to bind your journals. And I do have that in the links. I actually made sure for you guys, but this is what it will come with. It's artificial sinew, and it's a wax poly thread, and it's easy to split. You can split it into thinner pieces if you want to, but it comes in really nice for doing the journals and stuff. I know I have the end of it here somewhere. I'm not bragging about it. It's all stuck, but it's a cool wax. Oh no, I gotta find the end of it. Huh, you think I would have done this before, huh? Well, usually it's easy to find. I don't know. It must have got stuck around something. But this does come in. Oh, there it is. It's right here. It does come in handy when you're doing journaling and stuff like that. But it's like a waxy thread, and it's flat. But you can split it if you need to, and then make it thinner if you want. But we're just gonna keep it the way it is. Okay. So I got that, which is in the links. I think it's right at the top. So we're gonna be using some of that. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to shake you guys. Yeah, if you do have some of it, it does help to keep it in the back, because you don't want it to dry out, because it will get all brittle and then be useless, I think. Okay, and then I have, this is packaging. This is just some squishy packaging that I got for something or another. And then I just have a pokey tool, just whatever sharp tool that you have. A needle will work, like a bigger, thicker needle. Um, you know, like one of these bad boys. I know we all have one. This one, it's a big old needle. Those work because we're just going to need it to poke through. Okay. So I got that, and then a needle, and just some goodies here. So I have some fun just papers, and this is what I'm talking about. I looked it up, and I can't. It's discontinued, but it's just pretty much like ephemera papers, just journaling, grungy, ephemera. You can go to Amazon and look at that, but I can try to look through and see if I can get some links down. But this is a fun little booklet. It actually has vellum paper in it, which is kind of like the see-through plastic paper. So it's got that kind of stuff. You can just do some, just any kind of paper that you have, some scrap paper, some scrapbook paper, just anything like that. It's nice. For the cover, I'm doing something a little thicker. It's a sticker. It's just a sticker that's thicker. I'm rhyming now. And I'm just going to do this as the cover. So that's what this is. And like I said, I'll try to look to see if I can find something similar, but it's just fun little stickers, and I use them to make the covers because they're like thicker. So I don't take it and I don't unstick them. I leave it all stuck together and do that. Okay. And then, you know, like I got some Tim Holtz, just like sticky stuff that I can do to decorate the inside of the journal if I want to. So maybe we'll get some of that out. And then like this, just some more fun, just, it's pretty much just journaling paper for junk journaling. Okay. And anything you can find, just whatever you got hanging around. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let's see, what size do I need here? That's too small. All right, let me move this out of the way. Okay, let me get set up here. Show you guys my madness. Okay, so these are perfect size. They actually fit in here pretty good, but let's decorate the inside here. So you can either just take your ink, like I got some black soot, and you can just take it and just do some, you know, grunging up like that if you want. You could do some stamping on the inside. I mean, you could do however you want to decorate it for the inside of the journal cover. I like folding things like that, and then you can go like that and give it like a fun, just creased look. We could do that to the front here. Just give it like a grungy look to it. Okay. See? That just makes it look so cool. It just makes it pop. And you could do that to all the papers that you put in there. You know, like if you want, you can go through and just ink all the papers if you want. Just make them all grungy. But for time's sake, I will not do that. Okay, so I want to see which way I want it. I'll have it like this. Okay. And then that, it's nice. Oh, but here we could take some fun little, just pop some stickers in here. And then we gotta unstick them. There we go. And these are like fabric, so they're kind of cool. See, they're like a fabric. Just to give it some interest. Oh, it does not want to open. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I did that, and you can keep. Oh, I don't know what I did with it. Let's go through, grunge it up some more. Okay, so now we're just going to line up our papers that we want. So, depending on how many papers you want in there, but we can use this because this is a great size, so we can use this as a template. And go like this, and probably not so many pages. I'm just going to do, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7. Let's say 7 pages. Probably work that way, huh? Oh, look at that. It's like I almost planned it. Okay. And I'm using my paper scissors, not my sewing scissors. Actually, I had to grab some. I was like, oh, I don't want to use my sewing scissors. Okay. So there, and then this will work perfect for the next time I make a journal. So I just keep everything in my fun little container like that. That way, I don't need these. Okay. And then you just look to see you want it a certain way here. Because sometimes you can put it in and it's upside down or something, but if that doesn't bother you, I mean like sideways, it's not going to bother me. So I think a lot of these are going to just be sideways. So I got a fun map, some ink splats. Okay. So I just make sure I got my cover. And I line it up. Just like that. And then I got my clips. And I just clip it. Just so it doesn't move once I get it right like I like it. Okay. And then we take our little pokey tool, and I'm just going to do 3 holes. So I'm making sure that the first hole isn't super close to the top here, so because you don't want it to rip when you bind it. So I'm just going down, oh, I don't know, maybe about here. So 1, and then I just poke it all the way through. And then I'm just doing 1 about, roughly about the middle. And then about the same distance from we did the top, so about here. And I'm just doing it all on the crease of the spine. Okay? And then we take our wax thread. And the trick is to do it 3 times the size is what I usually do with bigger journals. So let's say 1, 2, and it's just roughly 3-ish. So I'll do a little less. the flat wax thread makes it nice just to be able to thread. And I always try to just use the same needle because it will get it all gummed up and waxy when you're using it. Okay, so I'm going to do a 3-hole stitch here. So I'm just going in through the middle. Now it depends if you want the knot on the outside or inside. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it on the inside. So, and then I'm going to pop it up through the top. This. I'll find out if I did my thread long enough here. And then down, and then back up through the middle. And the thing is you don't want to split your thread because it just makes it horrible to try to pull it through. So I'm gonna go like that, rethread this. I might have cut it a little too short. I didn't follow my own rules. Okay. And then you're just going to pop it through. Okay, and then you're going to want to make sure that you have it like that and it's all flat. It's not twisted or anything, right? And then you take both your ends and go underneath the middle. So you get the middle string going that way, and you want them both on each side, like that. And then you just tie your knot. Excuse me, 3-hole pamphlet stitch is what it's called. It took me a second to remember the name. So this is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I have tons of videos on my channel showing you guys how to do these through the years. But if you make yours a little longer, it'll be easier. Okay. So there we go. And I'm just pulling, not like super hard because you don't want to pull too hard or it's just going to rip the paper in between. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of do that. Okay. And we got ourselves a journal. So just close it. And you get, if you have a bone folder, you can just pop it down there like that. But, you know, your scissors work the same. You can just take the end of your scissors and do that. Okay. And I just did it for fun with a little flap here, but it's not like we need the flap. The flap could even go on the inside. But there we go. We got ourselves a little journal. You can turn it any way you want. Like, I like that. Do a little flip through. Like that. And like I said, you could go through and grunge everything up. Oh, that's cool. You're making a teddy bear journal. That's pretty fun. That's awesome. Are you making a mini one like this? Like a little mini journal for their pocket? Or are you doing just like a big journal? Okay, I'm just going through. I don't know. It's kind of nice just to grunge it up, you know. Do a little grungy grunge. And then you can make sure your pages are folding nicely. You want them. Oh, a big one. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I've been working on dolls so much. It's been a little bit since I've done a big journal. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There, we did a little flip through and a little grungy. You can even do it like this. Get the edges here. Ta-da! Mini grungy journal. Okay, now let's put it in her little apron. I mean, I can even cut that little flap. I'll just cut it. Just because it's bugging me now. You never know how you're going to want it, right? Okay, so there's that and that. And she's got her little journal and her pocket. So she is going to be for sale in my Etsy shop. I just got to go out and get pictures of her and get her in there. And then I'll put the links down below, or the link down below for her. And get her into my shop so someone can enjoy her. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about is my next live coming up. So what I want to show you guys is my little mini 6-inchers here. Oops, it's stuck together. So these are like my mini 6-inch dolls. And I did them with thread hair. Actually, it's the first time that I've done the 6-inch dolls with the thread hair. I usually do like the Lion Brand yarn is what I was doing with them before, but I've sold out with all the dolls, so I decided to go ahead and I wanted to do some thread. It's a little thread hair because I think it looks so fun. It's just so grungy and fun. But let me know, yeah, do you guys want to see me do like it's kind of like how we did the big dolls, the whole process of the big dolls. I'll show you guys the process of the little dolls, and I do have their pattern in my Etsy shop. I didn't put that down below yet, but I should put it down below. But I do have them. If you guys click on my Etsy shop, I have the 6-inch mini grungy dolls. And then they have their little mini journals. They're so tiny. They're so tiny. But, okay, well, good. Well, Karen, I'm glad you want to know how to do it too, because I'm going to show you guys. So that's what I think I'll do. I've been sticking with Tuesdays at 2 p.m. my time, the Pacific time, because I'm over in Oregon, and so the West Coast. So that's what I'm sticking with. Unless it changes, I will let you guys know in my community tab, and I try to keep you guys updated on that to let you know when I'm about to pop on, or when, you know. So Tuesdays at 2 is kind of what I'm sticking to, unless something changes. But I really do appreciate you guys following along, and if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you guys can see the next video, and make sure to hit like this video for me. It'll really help me out, get my video out there further for others to make some junky grungy Grammy dolls. And happy crafting, and you guys have a great day.